This video was brought to you by Disney. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Disney Infinity 2.0. Today we're going to be building a custom toy box for Dan the Diamond minecart. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be choosing a pre-made mountain toy box. Now this is just setting the scenery for our custom challenge, what we're going to be making for Dan. So what I got planned for today is I'm going to use the collector challenge kit as a template. I'm going to modify it and I'm going to add in a few enemies to make it even harder. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start by destroying the center of the kind of arena we're going to be using. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to place the collector challenge kit. Now if you're not familiar with this, basically what it is a pre-made template that you can use to collect orbs in sort of like a time trial challenge. But what happens when you first put down the template is that the orbs just all spawn at the start here. As you can see, you've got green orbs, which collects 1 point, you've got blue orbs, which collects 2 points, and you have got the gold orbs, which collects 3 points. Now, as I say, there's a problem, they're just at the start, so it's really easy, and it's a bit of a boring challenge. So, what I decided to do is just get rid of all of these, because it's going to be too easy for Dan just to go and collect these all. So we're going to just quickly destroy them all, and get rid of them, because we don't need them. And then I'm going to get my own orbs out, and I'm going to place them specifically around the map. So what I decided to do is use the map, the centerpiece of the map is kind of like an oval shape. So I'm going to put the really easy blue challenge orb. These are the one that you can only get 1 point off, remember. I'm going to put these round a sort of mini circle around the start. And then towards this cave, this is where the real loot is going to be. Now, you'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. So we're going to put the gold orbs, these are worth 3 points, remember, in this cave here. Now, I did say at the start of the video that I'm going to make this very, very difficult for Dan. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be adding enemies. Now, what this is going to do is going to make it very hard for Dan to try and collect these orbs easily. So yeah, what I decided to do is place down some enemy wave generators. Now, these things are really cool because they are fully customizable. If you've got loads of enemies unlocked throughout the game, you can basically tell the enemy wave generator what enemies you want spawning and where. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. We're going to place these around the orbs where Dan needs to be to collect them. We're going to get rid of these things. I put these things down earlier. These are random enemy generators, sorry. We don't need them anymore. We're going to use these enemy wave generators. These are a lot more complex. So as you can see, they have a lot more in-depth menu. You can tell the enemies to spawn at a random locator or not. There's a generation delay. There's all sorts you can do with these wonderful little items, but what we're going to do is we're going to probably keep it simple. We're going to put loads and loads of enemies in these things, so Dan is going to have a very, very hard time actually collecting the orbs. So yeah, what we're going to do now is we have to tell the challenge maker when we start the minigame, we need the wave of enemies to begin. We need the wave of enemies to spawn. So we're going to say, challenge maker, when you start, we then get the tool out and we link it with the enemy wave generator and we say, when the game starts, generate the wave. And we've got to link them together and now they're linked. So, and that's pretty much it. What I've done is I've made all the enemy wave generators around the easy orbs have quite a lot of easy enemies in, but all the gold orbs, I have put really, really, really hard enemies in there. So if Dan wants the big points, he's going to have to fight some evil enemies for it. So here we go, you can just see me testing out the wave generator on the first one. You can see there's some guards there spawning ahead of us. And that's just confirming for me that everything works with the connections and such. And yeah, it's working fine. So all that's left to do now is to speed it up. I need to basically connect all the rest of them and customize them all with the specific enemies. As you can see, I'm putting like really easy enemies near where the blue orbs are spawning. And as you'll see a bit later on, I put some really hard enemies where the gold orbs are. But yeah, these things are really cool. As you can see, you can fully customize them. You can basically add loads and loads of waves and different enemies. As you can see, I'm putting some guards near these green orbs, linking them all together. And yeah, basically, I'm just testing it out now. All the enemies are fully connected to the game maker. So when Dan comes to start, he has got 2 minutes to collect as many orbs as possible. As you can see, there's some little easy enemies near these blue orbs, but as you can see ahead, there's a bottleneck of very, very dangerous enemies. So if he wants them big points, he's got to work for it. He's got to work and kill all these enemies to try and get the gold orbs and, of course, the big points. But yeah, that is my game. It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty proud of it. It took me quite a while. I've been working quite hard on it, but yeah, I think it's pretty fun. Hopefully Dan will enjoy it. I've named this game Royal Rumble. I think it's a fitting name. And description, I've just put fight the enemies and collect the orbs. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Dan's custom toy box for me to play. Right guys, welcome back. What we're going to be doing now is we are going to be playing Dan's custom toy box that he has made for me to play. It's called Hide and Seek. The description says, can you find all the townspeople? So yeah, let's get into it. Let's play the level. See if we can find all of the missing townspeople around the map and bring them all back to safety. Let's do it. Welcome to the townsperson hide and seek. Can you find all 5 people in the city? Yes, I can. Let's do it. Go. Right, I'm guessing they're not up here, and I'm guessing that I have to probably bring them back into this safety pen. So let's go jump down into the city, see if we can find any of the townspeople available.